Whoops. All the beautiful fellow human beings. I gotta make another squid, one of those black ones, and try to plan it a little better. Okay. And excuse me, get the eyes down a lot lower, because they ended up, oops, they ended up all the way at the top, so I'm down like here. So instead of putting them in between the rabbit, I'll just put them before it. Yeah. This it's like a shift dress, but it's super old. It's 3/0 hook, and tomorrow I'm gonna be grabbing some more hooks, so more sizes of these. So I have to remember. So I'm just gonna bring the bag with me, so don't forget what sizes I have already. I want to get kind of like all the sizes of them. Really sturdy. The 3407, I think Duratin, the 34007 or 347SS. I'm not too sure if that's the same exact thing. I haven't quite figured out. Eventually I'll find like a catalog or something. So I'm gonna zoom right on it. Any plans for the fall? Oh, jeez. Holy trucks. Time is flying by. I cannot believe it's the 4th already. Well, yeah, I guess right down the street they set off the my mind was about to say car alarms, but the fireworks do that too, so right down the street. Gulp. And it's on the water, so maybe it could. Maybe the docks will be closed actually. So every time I put the thread on the hook, I immediately forget what I'm doing. Squid. Need to make a better to-do list. There's something else I wanted to add to this. Maybe this frost tip bunny strip, or the white and black, black and white. So this is the one used last time. The frost tip is longer, but a little more sparse, like thin. This is very dense, like oily, almost like a oil slick or something. And then there's this, which I think is the longest of the three, and pretty dense. So, not too sure. Squid thing. And I appreciate that. L67 Maniac. Hey, Ron! Man, that was some dead on, just still like speechless, or not speechless, but like starting from scratch. So before I had like no viable directions, but now it's like I shook the Etch-a-Sketch a little too hard. Starting from scratch for real. I landed on a camper shape. Well, two. I'm gonna find a tear-shaped one, and that is going to be essentially a like a tackle shop. I'm hoping to have that within 3 months. I started telling people about it, like my very itty bitty family, which is really family friends. So a few people are thinking that's an actually good idea, and they're very used to hearing me come up with like, this guy. I essentially have a wagon I sold vintage and plants in before, so now I'm gonna have a wagon I sold vintage plants and tackle in. So full circle. And anyone could run it. It'll just be a little thing. There's a dude that supplies a lot of the live bait. Like maybe he will want to put it there too. It's gonna just be parked out and about. I come across a lot of old tackle too, so it'd be nice to start collecting that when I see it at flea markets and that kind of thing. I really like the idea of vending or having kind of like a mobile marketplace that is also a workspace. So that's the goal I'm sticking to. Bam. Ooh, another thing is I'm finally almost ready to give tier stacking a go. I realized for the head of the squid, I could just like bunny and then that perhaps. So there's just a few questions that I haven't been able to kind of figure out, I guess. Alright, so enough procrastinating. Forgot the flag. I have to spread all this stuff out. Still not entirely sure how to set up like a beginner. What I mean by beginner, like in kindergarten, they would kind of have every craft supply known. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Like a surgical arena where, and it's just like a mechanic place, and it's all little drawers. I found little carts that have a bunch of drawers in them, so I was gonna try to get one for, because they're really cheap, and yeah, so one for like fur, one for like the whole cart, so I'll have like 5 rows for fur, like tails, stacking furs, dubbing furs, and then one for chenilles, and like body yarn, the velvety, lush stuff, crystally stuff, and so on. Because I plan on making that little garage essentially a space to just focus on learning something until I could become a little more efficient, I guess. Be closer to the waters that I'm eating from anyway, so can test the stuff. I'll be real though, I'm craving fresh water, ironically, only because those dang dry flies. I should have never even. To be fair, my dry flies weren't very dry. That mosquito was swimming, but the bluegill didn't mind. They're very kind. They're not very judgmental. apparently. Alright, so this is the flash I was using. It's got just a little bit, but I think I want to add, oh, maybe something else. It's really nice in there. Someone said that's too much flash. Hey, Zuberg! Got a new smoker donated at the Warriors Refuge. Hey, hey! Man! Well, first of all, thank you, obviously, for your service. That's intensely beautiful. I have a Facebook group, but I never did anything with it. Because, man, the swamp almost did me in. Like, real whatever. So, I was like, this, I don't know, I started just using the internet more, I guess. I never really spent that much time on the internet, other than, like, watching stuff. But I started a group because I wanted to make some barbecues, which I still do, like fly tying fish fry sounds dope. But it's called Veterans and Civilians or whatever. But it's yeah, um, essentially just like camp fishing, set up like kind of like just a camp kitchen and fish and learn stuff, kind of like Boy Scouts for adults, but for, people that either have lived the life or want to live the life, like, have learned stuff and pass that along, like, strategic knots to know, and, like, recipe sharing stuff. One of my favorite things as a kid was the union, or the pipe fitters union barbecues. Probably looked forward to that more than I did Christmas. And I haven't been in so long. It's always a shame to me that, like, I don't know anything else like that. But then, after a long time living, kind of just really deep within, like a swamp suburb, I realized, Jesus, I could just, like, try to assemble something, because it could be in any county. I mean, Facebook, people just post a time and date, and people arrive. And there really isn't that much stuff I could find like that. There's some hiking stuff, but not like a camp setup, like a day camp, or like fishing, swimming. There's a few really good spots like that around here. But if you have like a website or anything, I'm happy to link it all over where I post stuff, because hoping to get a little bit. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep working on my website, because I don't know how to host a website or anything like that. And that was kind of going to be an archive or a directory of sorts, like small businesses and just things that individual people are doing, rather than, that people are doing so much, but I can never find it. Like, I can never find events that I'd be really into until the day after they happen. So, it'll be in the feed like it's in the future, but it's not. And that is really beautiful. Sorry for the random tangent. There's a lot of heat in this room. So, forming sentences, well, it's like scrambled eggs, but this house will be exactly 100 in 2 years. So, you know, I'm not hating. Not hating how hot it gets. The hotter it gets, the more woodier it smells. I mean, there's a positive. Let's see. I'm rambling because I can't find flash. The savior of the universe or master of the universe? Well, yeah, definitely gonna get these drawer things. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to do the white and black legs. For contrast, I mean, I don't know if contrast, but I was going to add some of these purple legs because the next one I want to do is essentially fire tiger. I'll pull it out. It's a squid. Sometimes I just don't. I'm able to focus again though. I have loads of playlists trying to save. I can't find a lot of documentaries on like I think shoot, it's my initial thought. I can't find many documentaries on fly time, but I've been looking at compilations. Alright. So I might add these first. It'd be kind of reminiscent of the rubbery teasers. And I see a lot of squid, both in bait and lures. Forest really. Oh, actually, I don't need to make scrums. Get caught up in materials a lot. Alright. There's some lesson. And maybe some like UV dubbing. I don't know. I wonder what I meant by too much flash. was not that, like, I just I was just assuming it wasn't enough, I guess. So, but also, like,